As an airline pilot, you might spend between 10 and 15 nights out of the month in a hotel room on overnights. So I'm headed to Traverse City, Michigan to help answer some of those questions for you about how overnights work. We're flying today as American Airlines Flight 4216 from Chicago O'Hare to Traverse City. The flight is only about an hour long, but we jump into Eastern Time, so we're scheduled to depart at 13:20 Central Time and arrive at 15:27 Eastern Time. Then we overnight for 16 hours until our 7:30 a.m. departure on Flight 3888 back to Chicago. Once we park at our overnight, and after about 15 minutes of deplaning and packing up, the crew walks out to the airport curb where there's supposed to be a hotel shuttle waiting for us. So that's where Phil and I are headed right now. Clarence is already at the curb, and the hotel shuttle should be there. That's the goal. And then we'll be on our way to the hotel, which is just about 10 minutes away. Keep in mind, all of this is arranged by the airline. To be clear, we pay nothing out of pocket for the ride or hotel stay. In our pilot contract, there are specific requirements determining what qualifications a hotel must have for us to stay there. Our union negotiates with management to come up with the hotels that we stay at on each overnight, and they're assigned by a third-party travel vendor. Sometimes there are a few hotels in any given city, which is oftentimes determined by how long the overnight is. I can find my hotel assignment right through the mobile crew app, and it shows everything I need to know about our overnight stay. Do you guys want to meet down in like 10 minutes? Go outside, or?
I brought food.
See, oh, you brought food? Okay. In the airline world, we call that slam clicking. Slam goes the door and click goes the lock, and suddenly you don't see your crew members until the next day at van time.
Fortunately, Phil and Clarence are not slam clickers.
Phil and I are staying in Traverse City, Michigan tonight, and it's one of my all-time favorite overnights. Our hotel is a short walk from Lake Michigan and a few minutes from downtown. Traverse is a year-round vacation destination with sailing, beautifully clear water, hiking, beaches in the summer, and even skiing in the winter. TripAdvisor even named Traverse City the #2 small-town destination in the entire United States. Trust me, not every overnight is this cool, and I find myself staring out at a strip mall parking lot most of the nights that I'm away from home. So take advantage of the good ones when you find them. A short overnight might be something like 12 hours. At a bare minimum, we have to have 10 hours of rest from right after we get to the gate until our report time the next day, with an opportunity for 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. These are bare minimum FAA regulations and they can't be changed. So if we get into our destination late at night and we're running a few hours behind schedule, we might end up having to stay at the hotel longer the next day, delaying the morning flight due to crew rest requirements. On the other hand, our longest overnight might be something like 32 to 36 hours, and that happens when you land at your destination on day one, let's say around 10 or 11 p.m. at night, and then you stay in the hotel all day on day 2 and depart on day 3 on an early morning flight, normally 6 or 7 in the morning. That ends up with you staying in the hotel for 2 nights in a row without ever leaving to fly for, again, about 32 to 36 hours.
Okay, one of the best parts about being a pilot, and I think Phil, you'd agree with me on this, when you're senior and you've been at an airline for a little bit, you find your spots, right? Like you know where you want to go on overnights. And for me, the Grand Traverse Pie Company has the best pie in the world. Hands down, absolutely love it. You have spots that you like on overnights too, right?
Oh yeah, I like Eugene's Fried Chicken in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep, exactly.
I never understood what the best fried chicken would be until I went there.
Yeah, sadly, Grand Traverse is closed right now because, well, it's night. But it's an awesome part of being a pilot, finding spots you like to go to.
It's about 6:20 in the morning now, and our van time is scheduled at 6:30 a.m. downstairs where the crew meets to ride out to the airport for our 7:30 a.m. departure time. That'll leave us about 35 minutes or so to get the airplane prepped and ready for the day, which is totally normal and plenty of time for us. If you have any more questions about how overnights work, make sure to leave me a comment below. But now we're headed back to Chicago. See you guys later.